if you're coming into the holiday single and you're feeling a little anxious about being around friends and family, I want you to take this into account. A lot of times people give unsolicited advice, or maybe even advice where you go to them sharing something and then they give you feedback that potentially gives you a complex. Let's just take a step back. I think that something I kind of had to come to realize is that I am, almost 20 years removed from my first long-term relationship. And I'm coming up on 10 years from my next relationship, who ended up being my husband, and this is who I'm building my family with. And I think sometimes when people are giving advice, they love you very much and they care so much about you that they almost forget to remember who they were in previous relationships, or at least to put in a caveat, hey, I'm saying this from personal experience, but now that I think about it, I've been where you are, yada, yada, yada. So this was just my 2 cents. As you move through this set of holidays and this whole holiday season, keep in mind that, and I'll just use myself as an example, in my first relationship, when I look back on that person, okay, I love her, I show a lot of grace towards her, but looking back, I would almost want to ask her so many questions, like, what were you thinking? Like, why did you put up with that? Why did you look the other way when it came to that? Like, why wasn't that the thing that made you walk away? And it feels so clear now because I'm older and wiser and I've had more experiences. But at that time, I really was trying to figure out who I was, who I wanted to be in a relationship, what I wanted for my future. And a lot of that just required experience. So I think sometimes I feel like, people get on here, especially in real life, and they talk to you frustrated because maybe to us it seems so clear and so obvious, right? Or to them it seems so clear and so obvious, but they don't remember that for a lot of us, we did have to learn how to do better. Some of us get it earlier than others. But I just want to say that to encourage you, because I do think that sometimes people think oh, am I ever going to get it right? Am I ever going to find love? And it's like, hey, take a step back. Like I said, make a list. That is my recommendation for every single person. Make a list of your preferences, of your boundaries, of your vision for your life, your goals for the future, and who you want to be. Make it abundantly clear. Get specific. Pray about it. Speak life into it. Have affirmations, already thanking God for those things on your list that you're going to see come to fruition in your life. That's the first thing. The second thing is take your time. I know it feels like there's a rush to be able to meet someone, especially if you're getting older, you want to start a family. I love when people say time is a construct, because it's something where it's to you, it can feel very pressing, right? Especially if you're getting older and you want to have a family, there are all these different factors, but time wasted with the wrong person can almost be more detrimental than taking that time to be by yourself. And I'd rather be by myself than in a relationship where there's just a lot of heartache and a lot of struggle. Coming out of that first relationship, I realized I wanted a relationship that felt like ease. I wanted a relationship where I was best friends with the person. And I didn't know that and recognize that until I met my husband. In my mind, your friends are your best friends. Your family, they can fill the void for the best friend. But the person that you're in a relationship with, maybe it's just a chemistry thing or an attraction thing, or maybe you think you're best friends, but something isn't there. That man upstairs, I'm talking about my husband, not God, he is my best friend, okay? I adore him and we have so much fun together. And the way that felt was such a tangible thing. But to be honest with you, I don't think that I would have known to appreciate it in the way that I do, sorry to kick my ex-boyfriend, without having that previous relationship. And it's the stark contrast between the two. There's no doubt in my mind that my life would be radically different if I hadn't made the good choices that I made. So anyway, I'm just saying that. I know that was a lot, but I feel like at any point in time, I'm having a conversation with someone about relationships, especially if they're younger. And I just want to encourage you that it is worth it to wait. It is worth it to honor the vision that you have for your life. And it is totally worth it to say, I deserve the best that God has for me. And that's it. Okay, bye.